M. What would it take for a new Star Wars movie to break box office records in the scale of The Force Awakens? It would take Disney stopping for 10 years, 15 years. It would require that. It needs to make the release of a new Star Wars entry special again. Globally, I don't know, Force Awakens made like $2 billion, but it made almost $1 billion of that just in the United States. Like, it's like in a category of its own of how much it domestically made. Just insane amounts of money here in the US. Because we didn't think we were ever going to get a Star Wars movie. George Lucas is too old to keep doing this. And then Disney bought Lucasfilm from him. So we're actually getting more Star Wars. And the trailers are playing on nostalgia and it feels right. So you have to stop again. Because we don't get anything for a long time. Like right now, they're dropping new Star Wars shows and it's like, oh yeah, that came out, didn't it? You forget how many things are coming out. There's a new Star Wars show coming out in a couple weeks. I'm excited for it, but it's not like all that present on my mind that we're getting a new Star Wars thing because we got a new Star Wars thing 6 months ago. We got a couple of new Star Wars things last year. Actually, more than that, because there's also the animated shows and the Tales of the Jedi. There's like so much Star Wars coming out that the novelty of it is gone. There's no novelty because we get a lot of it every year. And just the specialness. A new Star Wars movie for almost 40 years was an event. Wow, Star Wars is coming. I can't wait. Even when we were like, the prequels, these aren't very good, they were still events. Huge events. I remember the theater I went to go see Revenge of the Sith at. Even as a cynical 24-year-old or whatever that had issues with the movie when I first watched it, I remember where I saw it because it was an event. It's not an event anymore. Even when we get our next movie, whenever that is, and it'll have been 6-7 years since the previous Star Wars movie, still not an event because they put out TV shows every year in live action that have $200 million budgets. So if you want to get back to this being like these breaking records, you have to do something special. The other path, and the much more difficult path, is you have to find a way to unite the fandom and create the Infinity War endgame of Star Wars. But you're not going to be able to do that. The fandom is too divided. So you'd have, imagine how cool that would be if Star Wars did make this incredible run, starting with whatever movie comes out next, or with some of the TV shows where they crack the code and they're all great again. And they're building up and they do this endgame kind of team up of everything they've been working towards that is the crescendo. That'd be great. But nothing in the track record of Disney Star Wars would indicate that that's even remotely possible.
Most of these clips are pulled from my weekly Patreon live stream. Join at any level and you can join the chat and ask all the questions you want. That's for as little as $2 per month. For $5 per month, you can get your name on my end card. For $25 per month, you can have a monthly video chat with me. Link is in the description for more details, and keep talking movies and TV too much.